Mm-hmm.
We are now live.
Good morning.
I feel like we need a song to start things off. And we both know that I'm not the singer.
Good morning.
So,
That's all I got.
welcome to Dear Moms, episode 3.
Woo woo.
We got renewed for another segment by our unofficial sponsor, Cabin Street, that we are both wearing today.
Beautiful sweatshirts.
And always an
I love
unofficial
this.
sponsor, Zuike. I say it like that to remember how to pronounce it correctly. I do want to say, though, while we're just talking about our unofficial sponsor, Cabin Street, so I'm not a Laker.
I'm kind of a Laker.
You're a Laker. Well, you've had lots of family at lakes, and you had lots of...
Yes.
Also, I like that when we speak, when I think of Laker, I think of a basketball player. And Jacqueline probably thinks of a Laker.
I do not.
Of the cabin and the lake. But I want you guys to know something about Cabin Street. So they're local. They have really cute stuff. And in November, I think they're starting to take custom orders. So they have a program where if you send them a picture of your cabin, or if you just want to like rename it.
Can give away my Christmas gifts. So it's okay. You could go ahead.
Or maybe someone else in your family will buy them. But isn't that so cool? Like, so if like
I
grandma
think I
at the
interrupted
lake like wants to order, like you can order like 20 of them, and they'll all have like your picture of your cabin on it. And
Well, they'll do like an outline of your cottage.
they'll do like a sketch of your cottage.
Oh, that's so nice. Love it.
I rent this place in Airbnb, and I might just get that done for the place that I rent.
A memory, absolutely.
That seems really pathetic, like I'm trying hard, but that's fine. Jacqueline, tell us why we have these beautiful drinks.
These beautiful mimosas. So we're celebrating. We are celebrating today.
Sorry that I'm so close up here right now, guys.
Well, first of all, we're definitely celebrating this. This was a big win for us this week. Our sign that you can read the right way. Yep, that's something. And maybe almost as importantly.
That was the most important thing, that we figured that out.
I was actually planning on bringing my own marker because I didn't think that you would have already done it. Steph did it. And I was like, driving here, I was like, oh, I forgot my marker. I hope. Anyways, it was already done. So, hallelujah.
It's one thing about having kids. You know, there's markers in the house, and 20% of them work.
20%. About that, yeah. They need I need like some activity to do with markers that don't work because I feel like there's so many of them.
That's a good idea, actually.
And then, maybe more importantly, our girl Steph has landed.
I feel like I landed my dream job.
I want to say a dream job. Yeah. It was like all the stars aligned, and she's starting. When do you start?
I start next week.
Yes. Cheers.
Although my new boss was saying on the 12th, and then yesterday he's like, oh, there's Thanksgiving. I was like, oh, I'm happy we remembered that. I didn't want to be like, hey,
okay.
I'm not coming on my first day, but
we work holidays here. Okay.
But I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So you're gonna hear lots about that. That's why they're unofficially sponsoring everything we do now.
we had decided to have mimosas because we thought, okay, like, you know, why not? Celebrating.
It's a celebratory drink.
And then realized that we didn't have champagne. Didn't think we had juice.
Yeah.
So I brought a can of frozen Minute Maid and a can of bubbly, but...
Bubbly. I like to call it bubbly.
But you had juice.
I had juice.
She had juice, so I didn't have to sacrifice my last special can of frozen Minute Maid. Frozen fruit punch.
I do want to say, though, we both decided, because I was like, I might actually have some champagne downstairs, and we were both like, do we open that up? And
maybe a little early.
Let's be real. I'm not the best day drinker.
I got to pick up at 11:15, so I can't be tipsy.
Oh my gosh. And champagne, the bubbles just go right up to the brain. And
these are delicious.
But we want to suggest, this is also an unofficial sponsor, is Buble.
Buble.
That one we could probably get in trouble for, though.
Oh, okay.
They're not.
Delete that.
They're not an official.
Can we edit that out?
But speaking of, so we're talking about being a medium mom today, which still, I need someone to put that on a shirt. That's like, what is it? Medium mom for the win?
Yeah. I think medium, what were we saying? It's like, medium mom is like the parenting, like, what you like strive for as a parent, I think, is to be like medium. You know, it's like the parenting sweet spot, I guess, if you would. You know, finding that like middle ground where the expectations are kept low enough, but like you're still checking most of the boxes. I feel like that's kind of like a good place. I don't know. Now, I think it's a good place to be.
Now, I think when I started though, I was like, I'm going to be like,
extra?
Amazing mom. Like, oh my gosh.
Well, you'd be amazingly medium.
Amazingly medium mom.
That's what I've always strived for, I think.
But Jacqueline, because we're confusing the audience, what does a medium mom mean?
That's the thing.
And this is what we're going to discover today. If you want to join us, because when we get these shirts made, you might want to order one. A medium mom for the win. But they might not know if they're a medium mom. So this is something that medium moms do.
One can dream.
Everyone wants to be like us. Medium moms. Disabling the sound on kids' toys. Mm-hmm. That's a medium mom move.
I think so.
Yeah.
We literally like unhooked the connection in our baby swing because the kids would just walk by and turn that sucker on, the music every time. No babies were swinging in there. They didn't even care. And that song would play over and over, and yeah, no.
And you know,
be gone.
Again, we love grandparents. We have like amazing parents.
Absolutely.
But like when they come over and they're so excited because they bring you a toy with sound, and
how about those toys?
I go to a dark place.
The sound that there's only one volume and it's like so loud, and you're just, who made this?
Or the ones, the crazy psychotic people that make the toys that do not have an off button.
That's just cruel.
It is cruel. That's and you know those people don't have kids.
Those are the ones that just get donated.
Those are like those 18-year-olds that got hired by a tech company. Yeah, no, they're like, we have an idea. We're going to make a toy that has no off button. Like oh my gosh. So, but anyways, that's a medium mom move. You get these great toys that are probably more expensive because they make sound.
For sure, yeah.
Off. Batteries out.
No, thank you.
Slam that on the ground.
I love that. Like the go-to, the batteries are dead. And this isn't working. Do we have batteries? Nope. No batteries. Do. Maybe that's kind of medium too. Lying about batteries and or anything doesn't work, even if it's not battery operated. The battery died.
The boys were like, but wasn't like Hannah chewing on a battery yesterday? I'm like, no.
My kids used to like carry around like those C batteries and D batteries and call them their like dino chargers because they were watching Power Rangers. And so,
all right, like actually, isn't touching batteries actually really bad for kids?
Well, that's what I know. I was always a little concerned about that. I wasn't sure if I should be.
Let's add that to the list of Jacqueline parents.
That might not. I think that might be below medium.
Listen, I need to talk to Judy. Judy's Jacqueline's mom. I need to ask some questions.
I don't know. Maybe if anyone has some insight, because they totally like loved playing with these batteries, and I feel like that's probably they were like
batteries and Listerine. Hi up here. Ooh, hello. Okay. Oh gosh, guys, I'm sorry. You're gonna see my face for a second. Boop, 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 boop. So Jacqueline.
Yes.
I'll get you to start here on the next.
Okay.
The next is forgetting to bring warm clothes, towels, or blankets.
Oh, it's one of my favorite moves. Except for it never pays off well. Like, you know, when you send your kids to school or something and like you've forgotten to pack like the mitts and the hat, and then they're like, I was so cold at recess, and you're like, this is making you stronger.
Do you know that in Europe, I like, because I don't know what actual place, so I just say like Europe as in full. But there are some countries that do a lot of like what Thermea does here. They do like training with kids like at a young age to build up immune systems like early on.
Interesting.
Which I think we almost kind of do just in winter in general here.
Yeah. And
then you just forget their stuff. But it's like so hard, like... Oh
or like you're at the beach and everyone has to share like one towel because like you didn't bring enough for everybody and one fell in the lake and one, you know, like... Just like...
Brayden would have a
keeping the expectations low. I feel like this is a key parenting survival tip.
Yeah.
Again, write it down.
Bring a paper towel. I'm like, everyone wipe off with a paper towel.
Oh my gosh, here's a sock. Oh my god. No, not even joking. Yesterday I was like feeling a little, you know, ambitious. And I was like, I'll take the kids to the playground before we pick up my oldest from school. And then we left on time, gonna go pick her up. And one gets a nosebleed. A friggin' nosebleed, like out of nowhere. And I'm just like, your nose is bleeding. I'm like, I have a bag. I brought a change of clothes for James because he was wearing a Marshall costume and I wasn't sure how long that was going to last. And I brought water. And that was it. I had no wipes. I had no Kleenex. I had no anything. So we used a sock. We literally used a sock. I had to like run home first, get her cleaned up, get in the car, go pick up my daughter. We were 10 minutes late and she was like crying and I was like,
well, being like
we
a
had
mom,
a nosebleed.
This could be like the second shirt. It would be like the MacGyver mom. Because you do. You're like, I have a crayon.
Yeah.
A crayon, a fish toy, some old pretzels, and I have to disarm this bomb.
Well, and you know, it's exact. And the thing is, it's like, it just in the time that we're in, I was like, oh, I just want to like ask someone if they have like a napkin or like a Kleenex or something. And it was like a construction zone. So there's all these like guys working. And I'm just like, can I like stop and ask them if they have anything? And like, I wasn't sure. And she's like, and it's involving blood.
But
and
during
we're talking COVID, we're talking blood.
No one's trying to like share
just
germs. And you're like, do you have some kind of apparatus where I can legit wipe the blood off my child's face?
So she's got this little sock. Luckily, it was a black sock, so I felt like that was like kind of a win.
question though. Whose sock was it?
It was James.
James. Okay.
James' sock, Lucy's nosebleed. So and you know what? I gotta shout him out. He was very generous about sacrifice. He wasn't wearing it. It was an extra sock. It wasn't like off of his foot. It was a clean sock. And then I got home and I was like, okay, I don't know. Should I wash it? Should I throw it out? And then I couldn't find the other one. So I was like, I must have dropped it somewhere. So it just got thrown out. Bloody
I'm just gonna
dinosaur sock.
I'm gonna leave a bag of all the one socks I have in the van for those situations.
For this situation.
You can take them.
Yes, please.
I'll
use them to clean my windshield or something.
All right. Letting kids lick the beater while still plugged in. That's a me mom move.
Is that a your move? I don't think that's a me move. It's too difficult.
So it's kind of around, not even just that, but I feel like I do a lot of things while stuff is still plugged in with them, and like it's too hot. I love my kids in the kitchen, but it's like it's a disaster. Like it's never smooth.
It's never stress free.
But I do love it. The one time with my KitchenAid,
it, I feel like takes you a step above medium. You can be medium in different things.
No. We're gonna go back to I'm a step above medium. Right here
in the kitchen here with her kids.
But the KitchenAid, you're doing so much up and down, and they want to be involved. And that thing really goes.
You let them lick the KitchenAid while it's still plugged in?
Out. When you pop the thing out, and then so that if it's still going, or if they just want to do a little wipe, it's like a little wipe to try it. Always when there's eggs in there too. Wasn't that not allowed when we were growing up? Is it still what?
When they wipe it, is it still moving?
No. Okay. It's just plugged in.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That's fine.
I'm not crazy.
I know the eggs, right? The raw eggs.
The raw eggs. Was that a thing? I remember
eating a lot of cookie dough as like when I was a kid with my mom.
What do you get? Like a little mild diarrhea?
I remember buying like...
Welcome to my 30s.
I remember with a friend, we would like make brownies and then only ever eat... We never cook them. We would just only eat the batter.
We did a lot of that though.
The whole thing. And that over time.
I would always just eat the pack stale noodles.
Yeah, that's still good.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I do need to be a bit schmammered for that.
Oh, that's a good late night. It's a good late night snack for sure.
Oh, I haven't had that in a long time.
I actually bought some.
I'm disappointing myself.
Bought some the other day. I really splurged.
No. I mean, I've had the ramen noodles.
Oh, okay.
I have that like for my 11 p.m. snack.
It's the best time for it.
Okay. Making them all share one snack or drink.
I like that move.
I think you just only take one of everything. You take one snack, one towel, one...
And this is how they learn to, like, compromise and share.
I like how you're validating what you're doing.
Well, here's the thing.
This is me teaching them the lessons of life.
Absolutely. I think that...
I'm shaking this whole thing around. Guys, I haven't totally figured out this whole... the live thing yet, but we're getting better.
We're still learning, are we? I hope so. We're learning.
All right, there we go.
Got multiple drinks on the go, so. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times drinks and things can be very big, and it's like, or this is just the thriftiness in me, but it's like you can buy like 3 small ones for $6 and 1 big one for like $3. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy 1 big one, and you're all gonna share it. And you're going to cry about it and fight and that $3 I saved is probably not, it's like not worth my sanity, but
No.
I should have just got the 3 small ones.
No.
But I still try. I'm like, no, we're all going to share this one drink and you're going to love it. And they're like...
So when I go to like a
so
McDonald's, no, I think you're right. When I go to McDonald's though, it's not super, super often. But when I do go with the kids, I let them each get their own kids' meal. It feels very extra. I feel like I'm talking about it like I'm doing something really kind. They each get to have their own kids' meal. Yeah, super exciting.
You are.
When Ryan goes, I don't know if anyone, like if you're watching, if you've met my husband, he is thrifty as can be.
Cannon, this is precious.
Cannon.
Sorry, continue.
Cannon's being a medium dog right now. So when Ryan goes to McDonald's with the kids, again, very thrifty.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Steinhoff sheer quality. They're very thrifty.
I like it.
I was going to say, I hope it rubs off on my kids. But he does not let them get kids' meals because that's exuberant. He gets a couple things off the value menu and 1 value fries, and they're not having drinks. They can have water at home. And they will all share.
I like it. I really like that. Okay, because the one thing is, I mean, a lot of times I came and get all the Happy Meals because it's just easier. But the toys, I just like, yeah.
They ruin my life.
And you get 3, right, every time,
Yeah.
and they pile up, and I don't need them.
I
don't want them.
This is a really serious PSA for everyone. I think you can ask them to not put the toy in.
You can.
But mind you, if the children see the Happy Meal box come out of the window and there's no toy inside,
you either go Happy Meal with toy or you can't
or
get a Happy Meal.
Or Ryan Steinhoff.
Do the Ryan Steinhoff, which
Steinhoff.
I fully support. I did that for a while because I was so sick of the toys. I was like, we're just getting one meal and we're all sharing it. And half the time I end up eating like half of everyone's Happy Meal because they don't even finish it, which... Okay. I'm going to buy it, you better eat it.
So another little point of transparency is I actually sometimes like ordering a Happy Meal for myself.
Remember you used to be able to get...
They have the little snack rolls, snack wraps. And
yeah,
I love
those
that.
are good. You used to be able to get... They used to sell like a meal. Probably really dating myself now, but like they used to have like the Canadian meal, I think it was called. And it was like a cheeseburger, small fries, and like a small drink or something like that.
That was like 1992 when they were still handing out.
I feel like I could drive. Oh, man. Those were the good old days.
Do
they not do that anymore?
They probably do. I just feel like people are embarrassed now to ask for it. They're like, oh, can we need a chicken sauce for... We're dipping our...
For my fries.
Yeah, it's like, you don't have fries, sir. Oh, for something else. I'm just going to eat it out of the packet. They don't have that in the U.S.
What?
They don't have it in the packs.
Oh, okay.
So,
interesting.
I remember going with a friend and they asked for vinegar for their fries and like some McChicken sauce. And then they were like, do you have sweet and sour? Or not sweet and sour, honey dill? And they didn't have any of it. I think we need to go to the U.S. and just start a store called like A and just sell like sauce.
I feel like that must... There is a store called A.
And honey garlic. That's the other one they don't have. There's a store called A?
I think so, in like the mall with like an exclamation mark.
Oh.
But that sells like Canada stuff?
God, I thought I was so smart. Anyway, so just for a little food for thought.
Yes.
Those Americans, they're having a hard life there. There's other things outside of Trump that are causing some big problems.
Like ketchup chips. There's other things, right? Or is it ketchup chips?
Ketchup chips. There's lots of chocolate.
Oh,
the
no.
Honey garlic, though. The honey garlic to me is like a honey garlic wing, chicken wing, to me is like... They are the top selling chicken wing in Canada.
No way.
100%.
No.
We're gonna look this up.
No, hot. Honey garlic? Who eats honey garlic?
Honey garlic wings.
No, never.
No, hot.
Never in my life would I ever pick honey garlic.
If anyone is watching this, I want you guys to write us.
We're gonna have a poll after.
Oh, I'm looking this up.
Honey garlic.
The stats are gonna be in my story.
With ranch. Blue cheese if you're crazy.
It's not even called hot. Isn't it called like buffalo?
No, that's American.
Gosh, I've been dating my husband too long.
I feel like it's hot. I feel like it's hot or like super hot or spicy hot or something. Spicy. I don't know.
I just give all the chicken to my children and I just eat the carrots and celery on the side and hope that I'm sustained enough. Okay, let's do one more.
That was my summing things up at the end.
Okay, well, we'll sum that up then. Telling people how to sleep. Oh, I was just calling myself on this because I had a real rough night with Hannah last night. I I don't love to give mom parenting advice, but sometimes I've shared like our sleep training that we've done.
Isn't this all our show is? This is just our wisdom being imparted. No. Don't listen to anything we say.
My sleep training was that we accidentally, this is a super medium mom move. The monitor was unplugged during the night. I did not know. And we thought our children were like freaking rock stars because they made it through the night. We don't actually know.
Was this recently?
No, this is when they were little.
Okay. Sorry.
But then with Hannah being so young, we had to kind of do that recently, and now she's going through her phase. Here's what's amazing is like I feel like each kid's different. So one that did so great and needs nothing at all. The other one, you're literally army crawling out of the room because you are petrified if they wake up. If they wake up and sense that you're in the room. And Hannah was the worst. Like she would hear everything. And so I just thought that was first the medium mom move is me thinking I was such a great mom with my sleep training when really the monitor just unplugged itself. Or maybe I wonder if I unplugged it in the night. I was like just so tired. I just unplugged it and was like, whatever. But this that kind of goes with the one you sent me this morning that you're like, can I just lock the door during nap time and just hope
is that like I'm genuinely asking if that's bad because we did that for James. Like there was a child on the doorknob. Because he could crawl out of his bed. Like, you know, like the knobs that you put over your doorknobs.
You
so
just said there was a child on the doorknob.
I didn't finish. I finished it in my head, not out loud. So, you know, the knob that you put over the doorknob. Anyways, you get it. So we had that in his, well, at the time it was everybody's room. But in his room because he could crawl out of bed so when he was so little. And then, I don't know, I feel like I had it there for like another reason. I don't remember. But anyways, we would keep him in there. And with that. Because
it's probably best though, because Jacqueline had a wily child. She also found him in the drawer. Like in a drawer, right? Didn't you say he was like inside the drawer?
Yeah, he actually did pull the whole dresser on himself too one time. Then we learned that you're supposed to attach those suckers to the wall.
I hope that no one sends these videos to like officials.
I shouldn't even be saying this stuff. Like I'm gonna be.
So one girl just unplugs her monitor and the other one just locks the child in the room.
It was temporary and it worked. I'm telling you.
You know
like,
who we need to have on as a guest on our show is Madalena. I want her because I feel like she's like probably such a good, reliable, responsible parent. That she could you know how everyone knows one of those people that you're like, oh, they would be really kind about it, but they would give you some good advice.
I feel like there's got to be a balance. Like some parents are like that. Some parents are medium. Some parents might be a little bit, further down the line, but we're all just doing our best. We're all just trying our hardest to survive. And give our kids a relatively good life that we can as best we can. Mm-hmm. And also make them strong, independent little beings too at the same time. No idea how we actually accomplish that, but we're trying.
I think if your son was able to survive a dresser falling on him,
I know
he's gonna be fine.
He was in the top drawer, thank God. That could have been really bad. I know.
Would the top?
That's can we erase that? I feel
like
we should
top
delete
drawer
this.
Be worse? Isn't that further from the ground? Thank God he was in the top drawer.
That kid
if he was in the bottom drawer, I can't imagine.
Well, I don't want to speculate because I feel like I've already gone way too far in this conversation. But he needed to be locked up. Well, during nap time and maybe bedtime. I can't remember. It's also now he sleeps with an open door.
Whatever child wants to hear their mom say, he needs to be locked up. As long as that's now
worse.
And not when he's in his 20s. Then we're good.
Exactly. We're getting it out of the way now.
So essentially what you're saying, Jacqueline, to round things up today is, first of all, this is the medium mom, this is being a medium mom. And that's what we're saying should be the goal you should strive for.
Yes. Aim for the middle. Don't aim. Well, you can aim high. If you want to aim high, if that's your thing, go, please. I will revere from down below. But I think that the middle is
we do need some people to aim high. That's true.
Yes. And there always will be. And there's people that enjoy it. And if you enjoy it,
people,
that's great.
On the social media, I'm a dinosaur. On the interweb, I've seen some of these people that are like, they do these parenting workshops, and it's not just, I'm sure there's lots of good quality information in them. But it's like, we're going to give you the 3 reasons why your children are doing this or whatever.
I was tempted by those.
Oh my gosh, we were like such opposite people. But
I
was
never
like,
do it.
Prenatal classes, I was like, oh no, thank you. I don't need someone to remind me.
Actually, it's actually
why
really
I feel horrible.
funny you say that. I feel like I signed up for something, but I don't think I ever watched. I don't think I ever tuned in.
That's a medium move.
Yeah, I did.
Signing up for a parenting course and then not actually remembering the parenting course.
I don't even remember what it was for, but I definitely clicked. Maybe I never picked an appointment time. Remember, I had to pick, and I was like, "Oh, this is
already too much." But I was
too
gonna
much
say,
commitment.
that sometimes it's too much for me. I don't love getting a lot of like advice in general.
No,
it's just hard because parenting is so individual and is so unique to every parent and every child and every just whatever. And I thought it was interesting. I knew about someone once that was giving prenatal classes but hadn't had kids. And not to say again that there's not value in that, but I think it's a little difficult to really understand what that is until you've gone through it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it's the same thing with parenting. Or like my dad there was a speaker recently that my mom was listening to, and my dad was like, he was giving advice on being happy and happy relationships and all this. And my dad was like, but this guy, he looked him up, he's like, but he's divorced and he lives in a different country than his kids and his wife. And like, he's like, so like to be cautious about where your advice kind of comes from. So Jacqueline and we are medium moms giving medium advice and keeping it real.
And I think when it comes to advice too, it's like, you can pick and choose, right? Like you can read those 3 things and then like take one thing away. Or take nothing away, or whatever, like you don't have to.
That's more positive. You don't have to. Here.
You don't have to believe everything, right? And it's so individual. Everyone's kids are different. Everyone's personalities are different, right? So I'm sure it's helpful, and it's probably helpful for people. And if it is, that's great. But I feel like when you're just like experts like us, we just don't.
It's parenting is so easy for us. So
we're blazing the trail. We don't need to follow the path. We're just
okay. I'm gonna finish this off because I need to share one more medium mom or medium parent move. I need to move the camera. So
I'm just gonna chug.
I don't know if you can see. So in that corner. Hannah's name is Hannah. It fell about approximately a year ago, and we have yet to just.
Do you want me to get it right now?
Pull it out of the back and stick it back on. Medium mom move. And I feel pretty good about that because it still makes sense.
She's gonna be so confused when she has to write her name. She's gonna be like, but on my wall, there's only one H.
I feel like we made it so that even if the last letter fell off her name, it still sounds
the same.
It still
said Hannah. That's an extra.
It's because I'm so smart. It's because we're trailblazers.
I think the fact that you have a name above her bed at all is like already really impressive. I always wanted to do that. I actually just bought like the first letter, like a G and an L, and have never ever put them on the wall. They keep wanting to paint them. They're white, like these pink. They're so pretty, and they keep asking me to paint them like they're just some like piece of wood from Michael's. And I'm like, no, this is a decoration that I actually intentionally bought and have never, ever put on the wall. I have a hard time.
That's a medium
committing to putting things on the wall.
It's like the baby books that are all empty.
Gosh,
I can't. They're so cute too. They're so cute, and I can't. I think maybe I put some hair in one.
I don't even have one. I have a box, like a memory.
A tub? I have a memory tub now.
No, well, it was like an official baby box thing, book box. I don't know. It's not making sense, but it's looks like a book, but it opens and it's a box.
Oh,
get it? Yeah. I just throw all the kids some stuff in there, pictures and.
Ours is now just like our box is now just an entire tub. Because of the really, really wonderful daycare and teachers, and they are so wonderful, but they send everything home, and then
recycling.
And then we try recycling. So we go through it once a year, and then they pull out things that they really want to keep. But I can't.
See, I feel like I would try to do that.
Some nice people do put them in books,
but
so
I
they
would
actually
never.
Take the time.
Yeah, It's okay. Hey, at least you have it. All mine are hopefully have been made into something new.
Right.
Whatever, they recycle things.
Yours is probably a purse now.
This was once my child's artwork.
Yeah. All right, so we'll call it the show today. Thank you guys for anyone watching. If you guys have any medium mum ideas, or if you would like to be the unofficial sponsor of our next episode, please let us know. But legit, check out Cabin Street.
How cute is
and
this?
especially if you have like a family lake person, if you are a family lake person and you know who you are, you like own an entire island and you're all just, I think that's kind of actually you now. You guys all wait. I'm like, wait, that's you.
I married into it.
She married into it. But they will do personalized stuff, custom stuff. I don't think it starts till November though. Again. So they're pretty sweet.
Also, please stay tuned for our wing poll. I'm actually very curious about this. You're going to do that.
I'm going to post it also in the story. What's everyone's favorite? I'm taking her down.
No way. I got this. I'm not even worried.